As you can see at the top of your screen, Sun Yu seeing off Ipui yesterday pretty comfortably, and Busanan seems to be getting stronger as well, coming up against the young Indonesian rising star Dina Dia Ayestin. So you have to say both players coming through pretty comfortably. Going to be some matches in it. The singles match we've got coming up a little later between Sung Ji-yoon and Ratchanok Intanon. That's the fourth match on this court. But right now, we're concentrating on this women's singles between China's Sun Yu and Thailand's Busanan.
On court 1, women's single, semi-finalists.
Busanan Ongbumrungphan จากประเทศไทยกับซุนยูจากประเทศจีนกรรมการผู้ตัดสินคุณบ้องไวเลยจากประเทศจีนมาเก๊ากรรมการกำกับการส่งลูกคุณชาวยูเชนจากประเทศจีนไทเป
Representing Thailand, Busanan Ongbumrungphan versus representing China, Sun Yu. Umpire, Wong Wai Lei, Macau, China. Service judge, Cho Yo Chen, China's Taipei.
Okay, so we're getting ready then for this women's singles match. There's a bit of history between these two. They've met a fair few times and it's advantage her. Sun Yu has won 5 of their previous 6 encounters, although to give Busanan a little bit of a lift, she did win their last meeting. That was last June at the Indonesia Open, so we'll just see how much that head-to-head meeting comes into play. I think the significance there is that at least now she knows she has beaten her opponent. Busanan, still only 19 years of age. Ranked number 19 in the world as well. 6th seed, number 2 Thai. And up against Sun Yu, this Chinese player who has been touted as the next big star of China for some time. Superseries title to her name. A few Grand Prix Gold events she's won. Her first event of 2016. This is how she got to the final straight games all the way. Beaten 2 times before that win over Ipui yesterday. Busanan, obviously, as I mentioned, only won 1 of the 6 meetings, although it was the last one she won in the quarterfinals for the 3rd successive event of 2016, but in the semis for the first time. Confirmation then that our umpire is Wong Wai Lei of Macau, and Chow Yu Chen, who is of course in the umpire's chair in the last match. He's now the service judge for this one.
Ready? Ladies and gentlemen, on my right, Sun Yu, China. And on my left, Busanan Ongbumrungphan, Thailand. Busanan Ongbumrungphan to serve. Level, play.
So the first of what should be 2 exciting women's singles semi-finals on court. Busanan clipped her racket on the way, so
1 love.
she knows what she's got to do here. Obviously she's faced Sun Yu a few times, and of course Sun Yu has got on top most of those times. She knows that the Chinese players attacking is her strength, so she said she was going to have to chase down a lot of shots, try and take Sun Yu out of her comfort zone.
Service over, 2-1.
Well, doesn't want to give too many cheap points away. Oh, that's beautifully done. Well, there's a confidence booster.
Service over, 2-0.
One to get the crowd going as well. Couple of weeks until Sun Yu celebrates her 22nd birthday. Busanan still only 19. So a former world junior champion is Busanan.
Service over, 3-2.
The goal, obviously, like all these players, is to try and qualify for the Olympics. And obviously this is a big event in which to maybe take that kind of step.
Service over, 3-0.
Just wide, unfortunately, from the home crowd. I think they thought she actually
Service
played the
over,
winner there.
4-3.
Busanan right now 18th ranked as far as making that list for Rio is concerned.
Play.
Of course, she needs to, I think, get inside that top 8, doesn't she, if she's going to join Ratchanok as part of the road to Rio.
5-3. Service over, 4-5.
Small margins, isn't it?
Service over,
Just
6-4.
not quite coming off for Busanan right now. Made a couple of finals, the Bitburger Open, the Swiss Open, where she actually was beaten by Sun Yu in straight games. And of course she won the Southeast Asian Games in Singapore, did Busanan. But Sun Yu looking good right now here, isn't she? Of course, winning a Super Series event, talking of Singapore, in Singapore. Singapore Open, and also won the Swiss Open as well, beating, of course, Busanan there. It's her first event of 2016. No real chance of making the Olympics. Too many good singles players from China in front of her. Of course, 3 in the top 5. Wang Xixian at the moment, 5th on the ranking, and she's not even on her way to the Olympics as it stands. Well left, was long.
Service over. 8-5.
Just a little slow getting down to that one. Sun Yu. This crowd would love, I mean, love to see an all-tie final tomorrow, with Ratchanok obviously in with a tough proposition herself against
Service over.
Sung
9-6.
but it's not going Busanan's way so far in this semi. Some decent support, Chinese support from Sun Yu. Yeah, well,
10-6.
she knows, doesn't she, Busanan? She doesn't want to play to that strength, but she is a formidable force going forward. The Chinese player, obviously very tall, big reach.
Service over. 7.
She's got to stick in there, hasn't she, the Thai player? A little bit of moisture on the court, umpire allowing the players to towel down.
Okay, thank you.
Oh, just wide again from
8.
Sun Yu.
10.
She'll play her shots. wide this time from
Service
Busanan.
over,
So
11-8.
Sun Yu, well, I won't quite say dominating that opening part of this first game, but she has very much been the one who's been most assertive, and that scoreline doesn't really flatter her, does it? 11 points to 8. Thai flag being waved proudly.
Court 1, 20 seconds.
Disappointment
Court
in the
1,
mixed
20
doubles.
seconds.
There'll be disappointment here in the women's singles as well.
Play.
Well, that's the kind of badminton that's going to be required from Busanan Ongbumrungphan. Lovely angle, really perfectly played. So more of the same needed.
Service over, 12,
That's
9.
quite a decent response from Sun Yu. Well, now and again she pops up with some delightful points, doesn't she, Busanan? So gracefully put away there. Well, it was a pretty long rally, but it was Busanan who blinked first there. It was comfortably wide.
Play on.
Umpire says play on, but players have a little drink. Well, there you go again.
Service over. 11, 13.
I mean, it'd be nice for her to win some cheap points, but they're delightful, the ones that she is winning. Really good to watch, aren't they?
Service over. 14, 11.
By contrast, Sun Yu's winning shots come just a little faster, don't they? A little easier.
Service over. 12, 14.
She has missed a few down that line.
Busanan. Play.
That was close, but it was wide just. So it tightens up a little bit now in this opening game. Sun Yu has led for, well, all of it. She's not been behind, but the gap's down to 1 now. It was 10-6 at one point. Found it there.
Service over. 15, 13. Play. Four,
Oh, we've got 3 points again now.
13. Okay.
Well,
17, 13.
broken string at the end of it there for Sun Yu, but a little bit of despondency you feel for Busanan here. She just got herself back into this game and now maybe run out of a little bit of steam. She enjoyed that one. They enjoyed it as well. Got a bit of venom behind it from Busanan. It was a little short here, the return. Always going to get there. For all the excellent winning points she's had, Busanan,
18-14.
you just don't feel like she's gone away past Sun Yu. I know it's only the opening game, and of course it's easy to look into their head-to-head history to see the struggle she's had against the Chinese player, although she did win the last one, of course. So far in this match, Sun Yu has just been able to win those
19-14.
shorter points on a more regular basis. Points come that little bit easier.
Service over.
Good length on that.
19.
Well, now cheering on. Busanan trying to make a comeback now in this opening game. Still 15-19 down though. Oh, well done. She fought really hard there,
Service
Busanan.
over. 20. Game point.
Sticking in the
15.
rally, but that was a classy winner from Sun Yu. Game points. Busanan prolong things she can.
Service over.
Still 4 game points to come though.
Okay. Play on.
Well, she was taken to 3 games by Iris Wang of America in the first round, was Busanan. But this is a different proposition. Not that she's played badly in this opening game.
Game.
That's a very
First game won by Sun Yu.
well played
21,
winner
16.
by Sun Yu there to end the opening game. And she's just had that little bit too much for her Thai opponent, hasn't she? the Chinese player. Some lovely shots in there from Busanan, but it's the opening game that goes the Chinese player as well. Sun Yu taking it 21 points to 16. Confirmation there of that scoreline. Some magic moments from Busanan, but not enough of them.
Service over. Service over. 16-13.
Well, there's no doubt about it. She's got her work cut out. Busanan, we saw from those highlights there was some delightful play from her. But this is Sun Yu, you know, a player who reached the semi-finals of the All England What a Super Series event back last April, and never trailed in that opening game at any point. She's trailing in the second game, albeit the very first point. Great play.
Service over. 1-all.
Well, they got the moves worked out, haven't they? Is it going to inspire Busanan? From Sun Yu.
Service over. 2-all.
Well, they're trying their best to lift up the crowd here, really cheering every point now lead. She played that expertly, didn't she? She's leading in this second game. How can she open up the advantage?
Service over, 3-all.
She worked the racket beautifully there, didn't she, Sun Yu? And no sooner was Busanan ahead in this game. She's now 5-3 down. This is a very efficient display from Sun Yu. Just looks to be that step ahead of Busanan, doesn't she? Without a fear of repeating myself, there is now and again those periods where Busanan's able to find the range of shots required to win points, but it just feels like it comes a lot harder. Opened her up again, sticking in this Busanan. And there you go, perseverance pays.
Service over, 4-6.
Of netted errors from Sun Yu to give Busanan some hope here.
Ladies and gentlemen, a reminder that flash photography and video clipping are not permitted while the match is going. sit back and enjoy the match.
Okay.
ขอบคุณในทุกท่านผู้เชี่ยวชาญในการถ่ายภาพและวิดีโอตลอดการแข่งขันค่ะ
Carry on.
Well, saying that she hasn't really given that many cheap points away, Sun Yu, but last couple of points been something to give Busanan that little bit of encouragement she needs for another push. Just long from Sun Yu. Wasn't by much.
Service over. 7-6.
There's that little mini run. Just not finding the lines right now. Sun Yu. It's a promising period of the match for Thai hopes.
Service over. 8-7.
Well, she knows Busanan, doesn't she? She wants to try and stop this attacking play of Sun Yu. Easier said than done, though, isn't it? And there was another case in
9-7.
point. Well, she did everything she could there,
10-7.
Busanan really did. But after a little bit of, well, let's call it a sloppy mini period from Sun Yu, she moved her opponent around the court fantastically well there. Well, brief flicker of hope for Busanan. It may be being extinguished already. Some lovely play from Sun Yu there just before the interval, and it's a Game up, and now 11-7 up to the Chinese player in the second.
Hot ball, 20 seconds.
Well, a matter of time, perhaps, for Sun Yu.
11-7.
Ratchanok, Intanon, or Sung Ji-hyun await in the final, of course. I tell you, there's a men's singles semi-final on the other court that's going all the way. Can't afford those kind of errors now, not from this position. 5 points in a row for Sun Yu. For her, just the right moment, really, just when maybe, but maybe that was what the wake-up call she wanted, those couple of errors that crept into her game. She's looking sharp again now. Trying her best, but it doesn't look like her best is going to be good enough against this formidable opponent. In Singapore last year, she beat some of her more established Chinese teammates, Li Shui and Wang Shixian. And she didn't really kick on after that win in Singapore. Both her wins came in the first half of last year. But in her first event of 2016, a final beckons for Sun Yu. Just wrong-footed her there. 7 straight points.
Okay, thank you. Thank you.
Well, some relief. It doesn't look like there's any way back from this. as if she has the sign over Busanan once again. Sun Yu, this their 7th meeting, and all but one of them have gone the Chinese player's way. That's really well done.
17.
Confident and fairly emphatic as well. That'll push down the line with the backhand. 17-8 from a position of 7-all in this second game. Easing towards the finishing line now, Sun Yu.
Service over, 9-17.
Scream of excitement, I think.
9.
She knows another final beckons. There's Sun Yu. The last final came at the Korea Masters end of last year. She did follow it with first round exits in Macau Open and the China Open. So disappointing end to the year, but this is a good way to start it, isn't it? At worst, she's going to be a runner-up. Opportunity tomorrow, depending on who she meets to win this Princess Sirivannavari Thailand Masters.
Service over, 19-10.
That's well left by Sun Yu.
Match point, 10.
And it brings up a full 10 match points.
Service over, 11-20.
There you go, as Busanan puts it wide. Kind of put her out of her misery, really, because Sun Yu there with a very polished display. It may have taken 52 minutes, but it was pretty comfortable for her throughout. Busanan played some lovely winners at times, but
21-16, 21-11.
Sun Yu was always the dominant force here. Here's the winning point, the wide shot there from Busanan, the celebration from Sun Yu, and into another final she goes. Who will she meet? Sung Ji-hyun or Ratchanok Intanon? We shall see. But we know there will not be an all-tie final because Sun Yu has won this one 21-16, 21-11.
over 15.
So confirmation that Sun Yu is into the women's singles final. Next up it's the men's singles semi-final. Lee Hyun-il up against Tan-on-sak before another women's singles semi-final, and then that mouth-watering prospect of a men's doubles semi to finish off our coverage here. So Lee Hyun-il up against Tan-on-sak, Saiyan Songbun-suk, and I can tell you, only just finished, but Hugh Hyun will be the man they will meet in the final. Came through from behind against Song Wan-ho. So, like in the ladies, it won't be a same nation final, no all Korean affair coming up.